One.
Yes, sir.
Rapid Rants episode 40, guys. The 40th episode today. Thank you for joining. We have Juan as our guest host. We always love to have Juan. It's always a good time, bro. We're going to be talking about everything. Like, there's these new micro genres of TV shows where the episodes are 60 seconds long. It doesn't make any sense, bro. We got like a video that brings up some really interesting points about how men solve problems versus the way women solve problems. We're going to go ahead and kick it off with our first 2-minute topic being micro genres of TV shows.
Let's get it.
Is this new type of content the next big thing for Hollywood? These new streaming services are quietly generating tens of millions of dollars. Welcome to Stage Runner, your source for what's shooting and where. Remember Quibi, the doomed streaming platform that relied on Hollywood talent to create glossy short-form shows for mobile? Quibi shut down due to a lack of interest in 2020, but it seems it might have just been 5 years too early, as microdramas are currently sweeping the nation and turning huge profits. Apps like Real Short, Drama Box, and Drama Wave are dominating the Apple and Google App Store charts. They're charging as much as $80 a month for their deep libraries of addictive soap operas. Those 3 apps were downloaded 34 million times in February, grossing $78 million in revenue, according to analytics from App Figures. Real Short, the biggest microdrama platform, has 45 million users, 70% of whom are women. On these apps, you'll find shows like Fake Married to My Billionaire CEO, Return of the Abandoned Heiress, and The Quarterback Next Door. Viewers are offered a few 60 or 90-second long episodes for free, and then when you're hooked, you have to subscribe to see the rest.
He said The Quarterback Next Door, bro.
What?
I'm not mad at it. It's from a business standpoint. I'm like, I mess with them. You know what I'm saying? I understand it. Did you get them hooked? If you can get them hooked in that short amount of time, you know what I'm saying? It's dope, and then get them to subscribe. Now, as someone who wants to watch stuff, I don't know how I feel.
Right.
I'm just trying to figure out what The Quarterback Next Door is.
I think we all know The Quarterback Next Door. It's probably some like soft porn type cheesy, like Hallmark meets soft porn. That's what I imagine. Quarterback Next Door.
That's what you're imagining.
Like they probably used the worst quarterback in the NFL just to get in the show. Watch.
I wouldn't be interested in watching this. If I want to watch 30-second videos, I'm gonna go on social media, right? I'm gonna go on TikTok, I'm gonna go on Instagram, and but if there is a fan base for this kind of series, like Blaze, you're working on a show yourself, and it's a lot of work. Imagine if you had an idea, like you and Coop came up with something that was an offshoot from that.
Yeah, well, we do, but they're 6-minute episodes. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Okay. They're 6 minutes. Which one has a character in there? His character is going to be Jesus Cristo, but that's a whole nother conversation. Whole nother conversation.
Hell? Oh, we don't want to know.
It's hilarious.
It's actually really funny.
But yeah, I can see like 5-6 minutes because the people do that. But that 1 minute thing, I don't see how you can get hooked in 1 minute.
Well, but okay, so
even the trailer is not even 1 minute. Come on.
Exactly.
I'm gonna guess.
It just doesn't seem like appealing to me. I don't think how that.
Like I would guess that the like major fan base that is probably Gen Z. It's probably the younger generation who's used to watching these short things. And I don't know, like when I think of, I don't ever watch a TV show on my phone, right? I'll never like if I want to sit down and watch a show, I sit down in front of the TV. But a lot of these, like my daughter, she just scrolls. She watches YouTube on her phone, even though she has YouTube on her TV. So I don't know. Maybe this could do a lot of good. Like it could be a lot of work, and it opens the door for other people to do these little productions way easier than they could before.
I just want to know about the money part.
Yeah, I mean they're making money. He said tens of millions of dollars, bro. Like,
yeah, he said that. Yeah,
that's $10 million show.
But the worst thing about it is like you get all the highlights within 1 minute, and then the rest is bullshit.
Maybe. But all right, this next topic is our last 2-minute topic of the day, but it's an interesting question.
Would you rather take a guaranteed $1 million or flip a coin for $1 billion?
Give me the million.
Guaranteed $1 million.
You flipping a coin and staying regular and being mad that you don't
I'd
have
be
a
mad
million?
as fuck that I don't.
I'll
have
be
$1 million.
mad as shit.
I'm sorry. A 50-50 chance. That's not high enough. That's not.
Oh no, bro. That's
50-50 is not high.
That's not high.
A lot of people would kill to have a 50-50 chance at $1 billion.
At $1 billion?
$1 billion is to change everybody in your life, your family's life for generations.
Mike, what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna take that chance at $1 billion, man.
Yeah, got to.
Time to gamble.
Yeah, I gotta take that chance at $1 billion, bro.
What y'all doing? I'm taking $1 million all day long.
The big guy was too generous because if I'm taking $1 million, I ain't giving nobody nothing.
Well, no, that's
That
what
money
he was saying
stays
though.
with me.
He's gonna
Not
flip
even my
for the
kids.
billion.
Not even my kids. Be like, Daddy, can I have that? No, work for it. That's how I'm gonna be. I'm not giving nobody no money.
For the meal then? How did you work for the meal then? Huh?
What's that?
Huh?
I didn't hear what you said. I'm sorry. You know I'm deaf in one ear, not in the other, right?
No, but I said, how did you work for the meal then?
Easy. Yeah. I just took it from whoever's there.
The 50-50 for the bill, bro.
No, I'm not doing the bill. Are you crazy? Look, I'm Cuban. I ain't got no luck. So as far as I'm concerned,
Bro,
I already lost.
How does it? No, bro. I don't. The math ain't mathing with your equation. You feel what I'm saying?
I'm Cuban. We ain't got luck. It's not happening. I'm taking the mill.
Okay, but I think it would depend on the situation you are in right now. If you in a really good or decent situation, you can go 50-50, right? But if you are really struggling, thinking like, okay, then I would rather take the mill.
No, bro. If I don't already have $1 million in the bank, I'm taking the $1 million. Like if I were already a millionaire, yeah, I'll flip the coin, no problem.
Exactly.
Come on now. You can get a fucking bill.
No, it's not, bro. Because I would never forgive myself. Like that would permanently affect who I am as a person. If I knew I had a chance at getting $1 million and I was so greedy that I said, no, I need $1 billion and I got nothing, I would never forgive myself. I would
that's exactly how I feel.
That'll suck.
I'd go develop a heroin addiction just to end it quicker. And
think about it. The coin flips, right? And you said heads, and it hits the heads, and then it flips over to tails.
But it does it slowly.
You are dead.
It does it slowly. It's like drop.
It goes on the side a little bit.
Slow motion, and then you see your face like this.
Oh my God, guys. Okay.
I'm good.
All right. Men versus women. How they solve problems.
Yeah, Krishana lost.
Oh, we lost.
Shut the hell
What
up.
we're supposed to do as men is reduce the amount of choices a woman has to make. Not because we want to control them, but because it makes her life easier when we go, I'll take on all the problems, I'll deal with all the mess, you can relax. And that makes a woman move into a more surrendered state because women think horizontally, men think vertically. So we can prioritize major problems. You try to talk to me while I'm sending a text message and do two things at once, I start to combust. I can't do it. Like,
this sounds like facts.
give me a massive problem to focus on, then I'll go problem 2, 3, 4, 5. Women think horizontally. So they'll be needing to do a tax return, feed the kids, take the dog for a walk, evade an arrest warrant, and they won't be able to actively put 1 to 5 down.
I think this is pretty accurate. Women multitask, men solely focus on one thing at a time, but then they can prioritize it. That makes sense to me. The idea of men taking charge to make decisions for women when they ask, especially when they ask, make the decision, men. If your woman says, I don't know where to go to dinner tonight, you can pick. They mean that. They don't want to make the decision. I hate making decisions. So when I beg my husband, please just decide. I don't care. I literally mean I don't care at all.
I was on her side until she said that bull crap. Talk about, if you pick, we will decide. No, I'm hungry. What do you want, babe? I'm not sure. You pick.
That's exactly how I feel sometimes.
Chicken. Nah, I'm not in the mood for chicken. All right. Yeah. Tacos. I'm tired of tacos.
It's not Tuesday.
Chinese. We had Chinese last week. All right, well, what do you want? I don't know. Pick.
So if you had just gone and got the food, though, and brought it home, would she have been happy with it?
Mine, yes. Mine, yes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take mine away and I'm gonna go back to the past. Normally, I don't want to do this, but for sake of conversation, I'm talking about exes. No, it'll be a problem. So you're just gonna go without consulting with me? Well, you couldn't make up your mind. Well, you know me. Clearly, I don't.
Me.
I'm sleeping on the couch.
Krishan, how do you feel about this subject?
I think
so
it's not. It depends on the female. I would really say because for me, I know for me, it's hard to give control out of my hand. I know when I be doing that shit, I got it done 100%, right? So I need to learn that. And even like when my boyfriend says, "Okay, blah blah blah, just gonna get ready. We're gonna head out." I mean, in my head, it's just like, oh. I could raise thousands of questions. Okay, where are we going? What is the occasion? When I have to be ready? Are you already on the way? What am I supposed to dress? And I'll be like, okay, no, calm the fuck down. Let him do his thing. He said, I'll get ready. I'll get ready. So it's a thing, like it depends on the female. If she's gonna let go and let him handle the shit, okay. If she gets satisfied with the result, okay. But if you're like more like in control of a lot of things and want to handle it the right way, it's really hard, I would say.
Yeah.
But
I see that with a lot.
I would like that. Yeah, I like that if somebody tells me like, okay, I got this. But then and they think they need to be able to
she don't want to let go of the rope.
It's like, okay, go ahead. But
my wife is simple, and she doesn't. I'm just so grateful that I don't have that much obstacle to go around with her.
Your wife power lifts, bro. You're grateful because you're scared, bro. She would choose to go to the gym versus trying to go to the mall and buying purses, lipsticks, and all that. My wife doesn't wear makeup. She's pure beautiful. I love it. Now I don't mind the makeup. That doesn't bother me. Now here's the thing: when it comes down to food, that's where things get a little out of hand around here. Yes.
Okay? Because it's just like Blaze. Yesterday was her birthday, so I said, you know what? I'm gonna take her out to a nice dinner and stuff like that. And I told her, hey babe, be ready for it. Okay, no problem. Are we taking the kids? I'm like. We just got our taxes. I want to keep our pockets full. And I told her, I said, let's go to dinner, I'll take you out, whatever. So I had to change everything around. I was going to take her to a nice place. Instead, we ended up going to Hibachi. Cool. No big deal. I still spent $250.
Oh.
And then she has the audacity to come up to me and be like, we didn't spend a lot, did we? I'm like...
Nope, not at
all.
Not at all.
It was her birthday. Come on now.
It's okay, but you know what? I can't get mad at her because if Blaze hasn't told you, my wife and I are pregnant.
Hey man, congratulations, bro! You told us about the IVF the last time you were here, man.
Congratulations. I might look like I've been pregnant for 14 years, and that's fine. Okay, I'll take that. But yes.
All right, and we're talking about Murder Doc fans.
Wait, I'm sorry. What was that?
I think there is a real psychological problem with people that look forward to murder documentaries. I think it's a genuine psychological problem because it's not a show.
Yeah.
That's real people.
Okay.
That got mutilated in their homes, and they're like, I think it's making these bad people like stars. I think it's bad.
It is definitely that's like the biggest okay, first off, before I lose my train of thought, I am now happy to say I'm not those people. I don't look forward to them. I don't search them. But like, if it's like trending on Netflix, like it's the number 3 show in the country, I'll watch it.
I don't.
See, but that's different. You gotta admit that's different. I'm not sitting here.
It's so strange.
I'm not sitting here putting on crime junkie podcasts and
no disrespect.
No, none
we love crime junkies.
I'm just saying I don't listen to it on a daily, watch it on a nightly. Like it's like if it's trending, I'll tune in.
I'm with the second guy. Like, I don't go out of my way to find a murder documentary, but it's like when they're on and I see that they're okay. Let me check this out. And also, we do what we do, so content need to be made. So
it's true. It's true.
I'm a damn crime fan. I like to watch 48 Hours. I'll watch like all these crime type of stuff before I went to sleep. So I don't know why they hating on that.
But that's different. They're talking about like Jeffrey Dahmer. And
Blaze, ain't you the one that was super happy about the Jeffrey Dahmer documentary?
I was, but it's not the same as what dude is talking about. Like, he's saying the Murder Doc fans are the ones who kind of the same way we like wrestling and sports, they like murder documentaries.
It doesn't, to people that are huge fans of that genre, it doesn't matter if it's like a famous killer. Like if it's something terrible that someone did. And look, my lady loves crime documentaries. Kushana loves crime documentaries. And I think it's really interesting that it's like the most mild-mannered people. You know, like the nicest people who seem to be huge fans of this genre that just highlights how sick people can be. And I mean, I don't know. Like, I
don't think they're like they're not fans. I'm sure Krishana's not a fan of the killer.
No, but like learning the insights, the whys, the hows.
Yes,
you know what I mean. Like where,
I'm really, I'm analyzing a lot of people and really doubt, like, okay, what is wrong? What went wrong? And why is somebody doing something like that? Right?
Yes.
Has anybody seen the Menendez brothers documentary?
Yeah.
So I watched the one on Netflix, and I had to stop watching it because, for starters, I'm gonna just let it be out there because people are gonna find out anyways. But I have a friend of the family of my cousins, okay, that is actually related to them.
Yeah.
And when I found that out, he gave me his side of the story, and I'm over here like, that has nothing to do with what the documentary has nothing to do with what he just told me.
Yeah.
And it's mind-boggling.
Yeah.
How some of these people would actually find the stories and twist it as well to make it like even more like worse. Yeah, and for the money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's how
so
it's
like,
business. It's a business,
dang,
right?
like that's wild. But I've watched several of them. Like I watched the what's that wide receiver from the New England Aaron Hernandez.
Yeah,
I watched that one and I was like, I don't know, man. I had to stop watching those things because they freak me out, man. I don't think I could.
I agree. Like I just don't want to be like take that energy in. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like what they talk about and everything. But also, I think one aspect of it for my lady and Kushana, I don't know if it's the same for you, but also like they learn what not to do, like how these women ended up in this situation. I think that they're learning the signs to look out for to avoid that. Like when I watch Cops, I'm studying, bro. Like I watched Cops my whole life, and you just watch how people handle the cops, what they do right, what they do wrong, and then next time you deal with a cop, don't do what the guy did who got slammed on the ground on Cops.
Same with like NCIS and all of those things. I'm like, bro, you don't want to do that, bro. Well, how would they know? I say, bro, they could find a piece of dirt that you were in Colorado and they know that this dirt ain't from freaking Florida and they put it, bro, trust me, it ain't worth it, bro.
I watch Cops and I just make fun of the people that made the mistake. That's all me.
And then how you were talking about the energy, like I'm thankful that I'm one of them people that can watch different things and not be like, I can watch a horror movie and not want to go kill someone. You know what I'm saying?
Right?
It's not like that. It's more like it's like a dirty energy. I just don't, you know what I mean? Like I don't want my mind to be there. It's not like it's gonna make me want to do something. But
that shit also creates awareness for sure.
God.
For sure.
I agree with that. It does definitely.
Man, Juan, I didn't even think about how relevant this next topic is, considering that your wife is pregnant right now, and this is a heavy topic. It's a big question, but I think everybody kind of thinks of this differently.
Yeah.
Let's see.
So I don't typically make controversial videos, but I saw a post about this and it just really got me thinking. So here we go. If you are pregnant and you come full term, everything is great, and you go to deliver your baby, and worst case scenario happens, like they are having a really hard time with the baby, they're having a really hard time with you, and it comes down to the choice of you or the baby. How do you and your spouse have that conversation? Not necessarily how do you have the conversation, but what would you choose? Because I hear a lot of people saying like, well, you can make another baby, but you can't make another wife. But then there's people saying the baby is precious and you could find another partner. So hit me with it.
First off, she's a
She's
serial killer. She is.
She looked like one.
She's a serial killer.
Did you see how
crazy.
she made this video? She's like, this is a topic of controversy I never made, but I have to. Her hair is all messed up, lying on the floor.
Yeah.
Like she's trying to be a model at the same time. Make sure you
like
understand this is some real stuff that you're going through.
All right. Well, we want to know you first. What would you? What would you choose?
First of all, she's wrong about not being able to make another wife. You can, okay? If you really want to just kill your wife and go find another one, all right? Just be honest with you. But
We just want to let you know. Hold on 1 second. Time out. As a disclaimer, representing Rapid Rants, he's a guest host.
I'm joking. I'm
joking.
joking.
If you cancel anyone, it's not us.
See, this is,
But
okay,
continue.
so
Continue.
In all seriousness, I've never thought of this at all. Okay.
Yeah.
I think the chances of that happening is really small.
If it happens,
right?
what you choosing? Forget all that. If it happens, what are you choosing?
Can I choose C?
Nope. A or B.
Well, and also, it's a whole different kind of thing for Juan too, because they've been struggling for so many years, and they got the IVF to finally be successful. That does add a whole other aspect to this decision.
Exactly. So that's why it's very hard for me to even choose. Like my thing is my faith lies in God, so I let Him choose what needs to happen. You know what I'm saying? That's me.
I think considering
I want to go.
Good.
I want to choose. I want to choose.
I can't.
Baby.
She's probably watching this, and then she's gonna say something to me afterwards. So I want to live.
Look. Hey, you might get bench pressed and thrown out the window for not choosing her immediately. So, hey, baby, I love you. I'm gonna give you a nice little burial. You know what I'm saying? The baby got to go. Yes. I'm sorry. Yes. The baby gone. You feel me? No kid better not ever ask me that. So Dad, if this was
if it was me or her,
you wouldn't be here, son. You got to go.
Boy, this is a hard topic.
It is, but I can't get no.
It is.
Now, it depends on the situation. If we were in a situation where our lives were just horrible, and
but you haven't built a relationship with the baby yet, right? So
it's still in the stomach.
Okay, it can go. Yeah, but you not haven't really, it's not like you've been with the baby for like ages. That's why it might be easier to choose. Like, okay, I'll choose my wife before
exactly.
the baby.
Exactly.
No, I'm choosing my lady all day long. Like, there's
no. Mm-hmm. Now, if we were in a situation where kid is like 10 years old, 10 years old, and there's a scenario where you have to choose one of the two, like after your kid is born, like it's a feeling. Different. It's a feeling of you're second to.
Right.
They're the priority now.
This kid.
Now it's different. Now, hey.
There are adoption agencies and all the other stuff. I'd probably throw the kid away. I'm just saying.
Again, disclaimer from Rapid Rants. He's a guest host.
But okay, then the question would be, okay, if your wife would be sick or would die anyways,
that's
change the situation?
That's different then, I think.
That definitely changes the situation.
Yeah, I think that kind of changes the whole situation. Like, if it's, even if she has it and she's gone, like, then yeah, man, you're like,
it just sucks all the way around, bro.
But that's a hard thing to do. That's just like when somebody.
All the way around.
That's like with my aunt. When my aunt, she was like, they didn't know if they could pull the plug or not. My mom, and her daughters had to make the choice to pull the plug or not.
Yeah, that's
not an easy task to take, and that'll put a burden on somebody,
Yeah,
100%.
She's a serial killer. That girl, that
for real, man, for real.
Trying to lure you in.
An Augusta man was arrested last week after leaving 3 young children unattended at a McDonald's restaurant while he attended a job interview. Chris Lewis, 24, of Young Drive, was charged on March 22nd with deprivation of a minor. The incident occurred that day at the McDonald's located at 2902 Washington Road in Augusta, which has a playground inside. Authorities were called after a concerned customer noticed the children, ages 1, 6, and 10, were left alone. A responding deputy found the children unattended. A witness reported seeing Lewis with the children around 4:30 p.m. that day. The witness also observed Lewis leave the restaurant, return later before leaving again. Lewis arrived back at McDonald's around 6:18 p.m. and was detained by officers. He explained that he had walked to the restaurant with his children from his apartment and didn't want to make them walk back while he attended a nearby job interview. He said he did not own a vehicle. Lewis was arrested and taken into police custody, while the children's mother arrived at the scene to pick up the children.
Bruh.
Why he didn't call her in the first place? What is wrong with this guy?
You know, there was a meme going around saying this was Antonio Brown.
That's hilarious. That's funny. Okay, so
I had to take a double take twice when I saw that. I was like, that's not Antonio Brown. They need to stop messing.
So
that ain't him.
My girl was on, even though she said she wouldn't do it, she's on the I understand why he did it side, because all right, you got the job interview, blah blah blah, whatever. But for me, 1 year old.
1 year old. That's where you lost me. That's like,
lost me right there.
Not good.
and I understand the 10-year-old can pretty much take care of the 1-year-old if it's a capable 10-year-old, you know. But and if it was a 10 and 6-year-old, then the 10-year-old could definitely look after the 6-year-old. But the 1-year-old is where you fucked up. Like that's too little to leave.
But he literally really want to say he doesn't have anyone that we're watching.
Trust me,
dude,
for
that
like
happens.
I don't know how that works in Germany, but over here,
right,
it happens like that a lot.
But when she came,
I was gonna say it happens at almost every McDonald's here, so I don't know.
But I mean, especially like 3 kids, to find someone to watch 3 kids with that huge of an age difference, not just anyone can take care of 3 kids.
but it's just like
real
only
talk,
for the interview, right? I mean, it's not like they have to sleep over and bring in all this stuff.
Exactly. They would have been in the lobby if it was me. All right, we go, hey y'all, shut the hell up. If I hear one noise while I'm trying to get this job, I'm laying hands.
Or
all right.
I say go plead with the manager and be like, look, man, I have this job interview. I got no one to watch my kids. I have a 10-year-old who can watch them. Is it okay if they stay here all day? I'll be back. I'll come and check on them, blah, blah, blah. There were better ways to handle this. And I do feel for the guy, man, because like obviously he was in a desperate situation. Like I don't see this as like blatant negligence on his part. He was trying to get his job, bro, and he's got a lot of kids and he's got a lot to figure out. Like he just
didn't think it all the way through.
Right.
But a job interview only takes like maybe like max an hour.
Right. That is like, why was he gone all day?
That's the point, right?
Yeah.
So they just coming up maybe with that shit, but usually a job interview might be like max an hour. I don't know where he took that job interview. They said around the corner. So come on now.
But he was walking. They said he walked.
I will tell you
around the corner.
Like, my parents were real lucky that I didn't grow up in the 2020s, because I'm not exaggerating. My parents were like trying to lose me. They left me at like 4 or 5 different very dangerous places. Like the first time I got lost on the beach at Ocean City when I was 3 years old, bro. I just wandered off, walked away. We were on our way to Ocean City, another trip, and they left me at a McDonald's on the way. They realized they're in the car, they drive, and they're like, "Oh, Corey's not here again. Let's go figure out where we left him."
They based Home Alone off of him.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, they left me at a really bad high school that my brother had a basketball game at. Me and my buddy were playing with Toy Story toys in the hallway. My mom thought my dad took me. My dad thought my mom took me. They got home and they were like, "Where's Corey?" It got to the point where, like, dude, when I was like 8 years old, I was so used to it. They left me at a baseball field, and this was when cell phones weren't. Not everyone had cell phones, right? I at 8 years old, I was just walking up to every adult like, "Hey, you got a phone? Can I call my parents left me again? Can I just give them a call, let them know where I'm at?" Like,
please tell me you say that to people, like, "Yo, my parents left me again."
My parents left me again.
This is a normal occurrence for me. My bad.
My daughter will literally ask me to tell those stories when her friends are over, because she loves hearing them so much.
I don't know. Me personally,
they can't be glad nothing bad happened, right? So
no, I was good.
I live with a family. I live with a family that if you lose your kids, you're losing yourself too, because you can't do that.
Exactly.
You can't lose your kids like that. You got to purposely throw them away if you really don't want them. I'm just saying, like,
Rapid Rants does not support the statements that one makes.
Exactly. Now they were black kids, and you tried to take them. You're gonna bring them back.
Oh, you definitely bringing them back.
You bring
that
them
is
back
for sure.
Where we going? Are we there yet? Do you got food? You ain't my daddy. They bringing them back.
All right, Krishana's question.
I'm so sorry.
Okay, my cue of the week is: what are 3 major things in your daily life which are really bugging you the hell out?
Three major things that drive us crazy every day.
Yeah.
My neighbors. I got a neighbor that he's decided to just work like his very loud job in his driveway. So all day long, there's chainsaws, there's hammers hitting, there's trailers going back and forth. There's nothing but noise coming from my neighbors. Let's see, another one. When my cream cheese doesn't go on the bagel right, like sometimes it just kind of like slides past and it doesn't collect in a certain spot, but then it's like greasy, so you can't put extra there. It doesn't stick. That ruins like my morning if that starts like that.
I can see it now. He's putting the bagel in his mouth and the cream cheese just falls off. Like,
it's more of not being able to keep it a consistent amount across the whole bagel. I'm real particular about that.
You know what?
I
can
two I could
agree
come
with
up
you,
with
though.
right now.
That's pretty. Yeah.
You counting stones as well? Where you walking on?
Huh?
Are you counting like
That's
the
me.
stones?
I
That's
do
you.
that.
Oh,
I do that. I hate that I do that, but I do.
Okay, the third one. What was the third one?
I don't think I come with a third one right now, but that's my two. That's my two.
Okay, please.
So, one, I think I alluded to this before, is the damn dog. I have one of those dogs that it's happy to see you all the time. And sometimes I was like, just like when I walk through the door or if I walk in the kitchen, like just lay down, bro. You don't have to little bastard is just happy. It's like, damn. So I try not to let that bother me. It does. So that's one. Two, a lot of people won't relate to this one because I know I'm in this business. I'm in the business of providing, promotion and marketing for people, and to see people make the same old idiot mistakes all the time, it just aggravates me. I try my best to not allow it to bother me, but it does every single day. It kills me. People that can't even get 2 comments are like, vote for me for this competition. Like, you're not going to win, bro. It's like, so there's that. And then,
hurry up. Time ticking.
yeah, my bad. Last one. The freaking the phone is like I get too many phone calls, and I'm someone that people got to get in touch with, and I just don't want to talk.
Yeah.
Just text me,
Juan,
bro.
how about you?
So mine is these are very weird, but I think they're very annoying too. When you have something, you have two of one thing, one of two things. Oh, never mind. You have two things. You have something in your house, and you have 2 of them in there, right? One's open, and then your damn kids come over and opens the other one.
Valid.
And now you have 2 boxes of the same thing open.
Valid.
I hate that. That's annoying. Drives me nuts.
You're like a woman now.
All right, next one. Yeah.
Another one. When you finish a bottle of orange juice and leave like this much left inside the refrigerator.
That's how you know you live with kids.
That makes me so
I
damn
didn't finish
mad.
it. I didn't finich it.
I didn't finish it. Bro, you can go.
All right.
So the last one is my when my kids, when they do their laundry, they'll leave the load sitting inside the laundry for 3 days.
Yep.
Oh shit.
All right, Kushana, how about you?
Well, I got to speed up right now. I hate on a 50 speed limit street when people drive like 20 or 30.
Oh my
This is like, oh my god, you in a rush? I hate when I get like a shopping cart and the cart, when the wheels is not working correctly, and you always got to go this way or that way. And I'm just like, oh, this is so aggravating. And when I'm waking up in the morning, I just want to get my coffee, and I'm just like, shit, the milk is finished.
Bro,
This just tears up my whole fucking day. I'm just like, okay.
me and Kushana is kind of the same person. like if you said name 6 things, I probably would have said a lot of that.
Right.
So that's the main
That's
factor.
so
Be like, oh fuck. Okay.
That's insane.
Let's do Blaze's question.
You've just been arrested.
Oh boy.
What would your friends assume you did without even asking?
That's a good question. That's a good question.
Oh God.
But I want to make this fun. So what I want to do is I want us to guess, be the friends for each person.
I like this. I like where your head's at right now, Blaze.
I guess you can start with me. What the hell did I do?
What would you have been arrested for? What was the first thought that would come to my mind? Road rage. You did some crazy shit. Someone pissed you off, and you got out the car and like punched somebody or something.
Yeah.
If this was Family Feud and they had like you would have had the number one answer.
Yep. So should I go? No. You know what? Let the lady go first. I'll be a gentleman. Let the young lady.
So what would Blaze be arrested for? What would you assume Blaze was arrested for, Krishana?
Yeah, I think it would be a temper thing, of course. I assume as well, but I think it would be something you be in a rush, trying to get the groceries, somebody pisses you off, you get out of the car and smash all the damn food and the juice all over that person. I think that would be one of the things like, damn, did you see that I was on the way? Get the fuck out of my way, dog. Okay. All right. I think you would have smashed the whole groceries over his damn fucking head. And then you were complaining that you have to go back and get new groceries.
All right, Juan, how about you?
I think Blaze would have. He probably would have been turning tables over because somebody took the last sip of his creamer for his coffee.
All right, what would I have gotten arrested for? What would y'all assume I got arrested for?
Oh, I got this one. I totally got this one. Yeah, man. Oh no, I'm kidding. I don't know yet. I got to think about this one.
You'll be arrested. You'll be arrested for stealing cable.
No, you would have been arrested, go into this electronic market and getting the equipment, and you thought it was for free. Like, yo, dog, you said I can take it. Try it out for the podcast show. Like, why are you telling me now I was not supposed to take it? I thought I was supposed to write a review.
Okay.
So, like, are you guys saying this because you know each other like that? Because I don't really know everybody like that.
Yeah, no, Juan doesn't really. Yeah, Juan knows Blaze, but
Blaze is like the only one I could say some weird stuff and probably get kicked off.
I'll tell you what I would assume that Juan got arrested for, though.
Oh boy, go for it. I'm all in for this one.
Killing a kid. He's talking about it like 4 times this episode. It would be, I mean, the experience that I've had with him, the crime that he's talked about more than any other crime that I've heard him talk about is throwing kids in trash cans and things like that.
But that's not killing them. That's just like giving it to somebody else just in a trash can.
I can't breathe. Oh my God. Yeah, I'm going there. You know, I gotta go there. He's definitely getting arrested for taking plates home from the all-you-can-eat buffet. He's stealing food, bro. He's taking to-go plates. Hey, sir, come back, sir.
Stiff arm.
Stiff arm.
All right, so hold on. The golden question is, what would he assume Quashana got arrested for?
It's full of makeup and gone. That's what she did. She walked out of Macy's. She walked out of Macy's with all the perfume, all the high heels, every purse you could think of. That's all hers right there.
I disagree. She is going down for murder, bro. She got cheated on. It's either A, she was cheated on, or B, one of her homegirls got cheated on, and she getting some payback.
She doesn't look like that, though. She looks
very
reasonable.
That's because Kashana got her wine right next to her right now. You just don't see the glass.
My answer, bro, is just like yours, but it's more specific. The same thing Lorena Bobbitt got arrested for. That's what it would be.
Straight up.
Go full on Lorena Bobbitt.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
Straight up.
Y'all are bad, bro.
All right, Juan, what's your question?
Okay. So you're laying in your deathbed. The doctor comes up to you and says you got 1 week to live. What is the one thing that you want to do before it's all over?
Oh, that's good. I'm
physically in a space where I can still do whatever I want to do. Or if
you got 1 week.
Yeah. So it's not like you're
capable of doing anything.
Exactly.
Yeah, you can still do things, But it's just that's it. It's all over. You only got 1 week.
I'm having a 1 week long family reunion type thing. It's gonna be activities, contests, spending time with the family, spades, all my big aunties cooking. It's gonna be that. I'm spending
Big
the last
Mama
week with my
coming
family.
over, making me my mac and cheese.
Come on.
Exactly what it is.
I think I spent the first like 3 days of that week checking items off my bucket list, right? Like get the cars I've always wanted to drive the Autobahn, by the way, Krishana. I want to drive the Autobahn. That's definitely like a bucket list thing. But I'd spend 3 days like accomplishing those things. I used to say skydiving was something I'd want to do, but I'm too scared of heights now. I'm not interested anymore.
If you do it on the last day, you might be good.
Well, straight up, you're right. But I'd still be terrified. I wouldn't enjoy it. But I think I would spend 3 days like knocking as much as I could off my bucket list, and then I would go spend the rest of the time with family. I think this is.
I would combine it. I would travel, take a private jet somewhere, do like a 3-day trip and see as much as I can. And then on the way back, I'm gonna tell all the people that I love, okay, we're just gonna meet up at the nicest restaurant whatsoever. We're gonna have a nice dinner, and then I think I would do that with all my beloved ones that I want to see.
Okay. Okay.
I'm taking a cruise.
A cruise.
Well, I'm taking a cruise. Listen, I'm Cuban. We came here on a boat, so as far as I'm concerned,
out on a boat.
I love me.
I'm coming in on a boat. I'm going out on the boat. That's all I'm saying. All right. I'm taking my wife. I don't know about the kids. I might throw them over the board. All right. I'm taking the wife, my whole family. We're all gonna go out there, including the kids. Pino love the kids, bro. Okay.
You know what we have in common is when it comes to kids, we both have Blurmans, bro. We both have Blurmans. Our kids are black and German.
Oh, damn. Yeah, you right. But hold up. But your kid is a little darker. Mine is like caramel.
Yeah, no, he is caramel too.
Oh, he is.
Yep, they're the same.
I haven't seen him in a while. Last time I saw him, he was darker than when you close your eyes. So all I know is that I definitely would go on a cruise. I love cruises. I've always I don't know. It's just a big thing for me. Growing up as a kid, my parents would take me on cruises all the time, and for me, I think that would be the best thing to do. My grandmother loved to go on cruises too, and my grandmother was like my mom to me, so I would much rather go on a cruise. I wouldn't do the whole Titanic scene where I go at the front and be like, I can fly. You know,
on the last day. On the last day,
I might do that. Fall and cause the first, Titanic floating over, whatever you want to call it. Anyways, but that's my game.
I do just want to bring up the fact that if Juan is on his deathbed on a cruise and there are children around, they shouldn't go anywhere near the edge of the boat.
At all.
Just stay away from just stay in the center of the boat, stay within 10 feet from the edges of the boat, because he doesn't even have, if he gets caught, he's dead in a week anyway. So, I mean,
on the last day, how could you live with yourself, sir?
Not easy. Pick one up and then throw him over.
Never planned on it.
Kids overboard.
Overboard. But that'd definitely be it. The cruise for me.
I think it would be the last thing I would do. Like be on a cruise. No, not mine.
It depends on who you're on the cruise with, bro. Me and my lady had an amazing cruise.
Listen, my family knows how to have a great ass party. Like we'll throw parties all the time, and on the cruise when we would go on the cruise,
bro.
Like you find a DJ, we take over the DJ and we in there. That's just how we are. So.
All right.
I want one of those intros, okay?
Yeah,
that's cool.
Just send me a picture. I got you.
Hey, look, man, he ain't getting one till Danny get one.
All right. My question is, what's something that like society says that you shouldn't do that you think should be normalized?
Oh, something that we shouldn't do.
I'll start if y'all.
Yeah, start.
Yes, please.
Maybe an unpopular opinion. People may make fun of this, but picking your nose, man, it's not as gross as they say. And like we've all done it. And sometimes you just get that big, like it's the solid boogers. Like if you got snot and stuff, let's not do that. But like if it's just like a solid one, and it's like it's like tickling the inside of your nose, blocking the airway a little bit. You can't just like roll a tissue up and like scrape that off, man. Like sometimes a finger gotta be involved. and it just shouldn't be quite as embarrassing as people made it out to be. I wouldn't be able to pick my nose in public and nobody.
Come on now, but this shit is disgusting. I don't want to look like how somebody put all the way the thing in the nose and then you slimy shit coming out of it. Like,
I mean, I don't know what comes out.
I've watched old people pick their nose in the middle of a beautiful restaurant and do one of
the. Or okay, how about I just limit it to in the car? Like, how many times you been like, in the car, sitting at a red light, and realize they're like, oh, those people are staring at you.
What if you get into a car accident picking your nose?
I mean, well,
we're gonna wipe it off in the seat. This is fucking nasty.
You have to be a professional. You got to be able to see.
Flip it out the window.
No, just go out the window. Yeah.
Because society don't understand, and it's the way that it is. You got to become a nose picking ninja.
It's true, but that's what I'm saying. It's like I already am, and I'm tired of not being a ninja. You know what I mean? Like it's fine. But what about y'all? What about y'all?
Somebody else go. Still ain't got it.
Juan would murder kids. That should be
no. Pino loved the kids, bro. I'm telling you, it's not happening.
No Diddy.
No Diddy. Hey, whoa. Wait, okay.
I think one expectation of the society is like if I have a lot of friends that raised or female friends that raised the kids on their own, right? And if they are lagging sometimes, I think they always looking bad. Like when it comes to mom duties, she has to get done all this. She has to take care of the kids. She has to work. She has to do that. Yeah. So I think like it's some of the society pushing them into this role. I have to be perfect in every way, even if I'm like a single raised mom, right? So I think this is something like if they don't feel like doing it, I mean, how many guys are just be like, what the fuck? I don't give a shit, right? So I think it's something also that I think even those single moms doing their job, they should also be free and feel like whatever they want to do, even without being judged, right? To a certain extent. So unless the kids are not suffering. But
character, you go. This is you did go. You did the nose. This is really hard, bro.
It is.
It's like really hard. It's like I don't know which one.
I'm surprised you didn't go toward like disciplining kids the way you think kids should be disciplined, because that's.
Oh yeah, we had this topic once.
Check me out. Shit. Check me out. I promise you, I did think that, but I was like, I didn't want to incite one any more than we already, I mean, that's definitely one. Damn. I think we gonna go on that community beatings. I feel like
talked about this before, yeah.
Yes, but I feel like community meetings need to be, and that's the neighbor can get them. The teacher can get them. Tear his. What's up?
We have a lot in common. Like Blaze, you and I have a lot in common. The way we see that part of life could not be further apart from each other.
You watching too much wrestling. That's the issue. Too much wrestling. Oh.
All right, man.
Yeah, I got fired from a lot of jobs. I'm counseling kids. I take the kids to the pool. All of them getting choke slammed, suplex, body slammed, power bombed. You damn right.
All right. Well, great episode. Thank you to everybody watching. Please share, comment, subscribe, do all the things we want you to do. Thank you, Juan, for filling in. For Leslie, you can catch us every single Friday at 3 p.m. EST on
the most prestigious network in the land, the Signature Series Network.